Championship ring.
One WWE name says she wants to win the tag titles with Liv Morgan in 2025. Liv Morgan had a rollicking year as Women's World Champion before she fell to Rhea Ripley a few weeks ago. She is a former two-time Women's Tag Team Champion with fellow Judgment Day stablemate Raquel Rodriguez. In an interview with the Battleground Podcast, Raquel Rodriguez addressed her goals in 2025. One is to win the tag straps again with the Miracle Kid. Morgan and Rodriguez last won it from Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baslzer at the Money in the Bank event in 2023. Their run in the division fizzled out after the former Women's World Champion got into a heated rivalry with Rhea Ripley, and the rest was history. Could they revert to their previous pursuit this year? I definitely want to win the Women's Tag Team Championship titles again with my girl Liv, so that we could be three-time Women's Tag Team Champs. That's a goal for sure that hopefully is something we're going to start pursuing soon, Raquel Rodriguez said. From 1608 to 1624, Rodriguez returned to WWE in the fall of last year after suffering an illness that kept her off television for a prolonged period. Raquel Rodriguez also wants to branch out from Liv Morgan's dirty work. Liv Morgan largely succeeded in destroying Rhea Ripley last year. She got her revenge by eliminating her from the Judgment Day, stealing her man, and most importantly, keeping the Women's World Championship for as long as she could. It was at Bad Blood when Raquel Rodriguez joined Liv Morgan. From then on, she acted as the latter's bodyguard and became a member of the Judgment Day. In the aforementioned interview, the 34-year-old former NXT Women's Champion noted her other goals in 2025. I think to win a championship on my own too is definitely a goal that I have for 2025. I think I've started off the year right. We've come a long way from this past year, and so I think that's what's looking into my future, whether that be the Intercontinental Championship, the U.S. Championship, the Women's World Championship, the WWE Women's Championship. We have so many options now with all these titles going around. From 1624 to 1649, Rodriguez already has a rich history with Rhea Ripley, the current Women's World Champion. She recently claimed that their rivalry will never end. Former WWE Divas Champion to steal Dominic Mysterio from Liv Morgan on Raw on Netflix? Exploring potential return. Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio are trying to recover from the former's loss to Rhea Ripley at the Raw premiere on Netflix 3 weeks ago, which cost her the Women's World Championship. WWE Creative has moved on from the Rhea/Liv rivalry. The on-screen couple is searching for their new storyline. And this new storyline could include a former Divas champion and a WWE legend. This legend is about Nikki Bella, who could return to the Royal Rumble. According to WrestleVotes, WWE boss Triple H is happy to bring the former Divas champion back to WWE. And what better way to do so than competing at the Royal Rumble as a surprise entrant? In the women's match, Nikki Bella could eliminate Liv Morgan and then confront her on the Raw on Netflix, setting a feud involving Dominic Mysterio. She would try to lure Dirty Dom away from Liv as the latter did during her feud with Rhea Ripley. And the two female stars could have a match on Raw on Netflix down the road. WWE veteran praises Liv Morgan, calls her favorite wrestler. The former Women's World Champion did a great job last year, completing her revenge tour and becoming World Champion. Liv Morgan was one of the top female wrestlers in WWE, if not the top, and recently got high praise from a WWE veteran. Natalya spoke with Denise Salcedo and opened up about why Liv is her favorite wrestler. Liv Morgan. I think she's one of my favorite people right now to watch, guys and girls, because she literally took an opportunity that WWE gave her. They met her halfway, but she was ready. She stayed ready. I saw Liv spend her days off in the Heart Dungeon, Natalya said. H/T411 Mania. It is unclear what Liv's plan is after her title loss. WWE Creative could move her to SmackDown to go after the women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. The other scenario is to stay on Raw and challenge the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion Lyra Valkyria, or team up with Raquel Rodriguez to dethrone the reigning Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Naomi. Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio's romantic relationship to witness a massive turn. Predicts ex-WWE writer Liv Morgan insists she is not mad at her on-screen boyfriend, Dominic Mysterio, for his actions on WWE Raw's debut episode on Netflix. Former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. has now predicted a massive turn in the couple's relationship earlier this month. Morgan lost the Women's World Championship to her arch-rival, Rhea Ripley, on Monday Night Raw's season premiere on Netflix. After the match, Dominic Mysterio entered the ring and seemingly tried to reconcile with Mommy. However, the Eradicator took him out. Dirty Dom later brought flowers for Morgan, who told him she was not mad at the 27-year-old. Nevertheless, Prinze Jr. claimed on his Wrestling with Freddie podcast that the Miracle Kid no longer trusts the Latino cheat. Although the former Women's World Champion insists she is cool with her on-screen boyfriend, the former writer predicted she is not and will eventually turn on him. The Judgment Day is falling apart. Finn Balor doesn't respect Liv. Liv doesn't respect Dominic. Everybody's treating Dominic like a piece of sh*t. He even brought flowers for Liv, and she's like, "No, I'm not mad," he said. "Did that girl thing that, you girls do. No, I'm not mad. I'm just not going to communicate and get even angrier on the inside. And then I'm going to get pi** get at you for something dumb later on that has nothing to do with what we're actually pi** get off about." 1848 to 1910. The ex-WWE writer claims Dominic Mysterio is a victim in the storyline. In a previous episode of his Wrestling with Freddie podcast, Freddie Prinze Jr. commented on Dominic Mysterio's attempt to hug Rhea Ripley after her victory over Liv Morgan. The Hollywood star claimed the former WWE NXT North American champion was a victim of two manipulative women. He urged fans to show sympathy for the 27-year-old. "Dominic Mysterio is awesome. I know he's a heel, but he's my favorite babyface in professional wrestling because, to me, he's the victim in this storyline, and he's torn between two women, Ripley and Morgan, that sick are both manipulative. It's just one is manipulative for herself, and the other is manipulative for herself. But Dominic is a victim in this. Just remember that. Show some sympathy for him." He said that it will be interesting to see what the future holds for Morgan and Dominic's romantic relationship. Liv Morgan to reunite with three-time WWE World Champion to teach Dominic Mysterio a lesson? Potential twist explored on the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. Fans caught Liv Morgan taking sarcastic shots at Dominic Mysterio for failing to help her beat Rhea Ripley on January 6th. It appears Morgan is upset with Mysterio. In a shocking twist, Liv could reunite with three-time Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley to teach Dominic Mysterio a lesson for betraying the people who loved him, from his father to his former girlfriend Ripley, and now Morgan. The latter could reveal she felt betrayed when Dirty Dom tried to hug Mommy after she lost her title. 2025 has kicked off badly for Liv Morgan as she lost her Women's World Championship to Rhea Ripley at WWE.